I said to my wife last night, I said, did you see this? And she said what I think many Americans will think. And that is, they didn't make a copy. Why didn't they make a copy? Come on, wait a minute. You think that somebody was... I mean, how did somebody even know what was in there? So let me give you the conversation that I had with my wife last night. And that is this. We have sent her wedding ring, a diamond ring, through Federal Express. We have sent things of great value. I just bought some silver a month ago, and it was shipped UPS. I've had packages not arrive, get lost or late, but it's always arrived. And I've never had anything opened on the way. Have you? Never. So, as he said, it was opened. It was in one of their facilities, and it was opened. Now, what did he have? A big Tucker Carlson sticker on it? Hey, top secret documents that might hurt Biden. Don't open this. No. Somebody had to know that package was on its way. The first thing I said to my wife last night, do you not recall the night that you said to me, dear God, we're living like a Jason Bourne movie, when we were at Fox? Said, do you remember what that was like? Do you remember? Do you remember how many times we had our offices swept for bugs? And not just because we thought somebody from the left was doing it. Yes, they were going through our garbage. But not just because we worried about, Soros kind of people, but because we also had credible reason to suspect that there would be someone that would want the information that we were going to go through and have it before we broadcast from the right. Well, why didn't they make a copy? How many people, honey, do you trust? Do you trust? My wife is not a conspiracy. She doesn't, honestly, she's not impressed with politics, politicians, celebrities, money, fame, none of it. I am the luckiest man in the world, because if she were, I'd be out of control. But she is not impressed with any of it. She doesn't like most of it. She is always the first to me to say, wait a minute, wait, you think what's going to happen? She's a great check on me. She's my soulmate. She's my other half. We don't have people over at our house anymore. Anyone over to our house anymore. We have probably maybe 4 people that we know that we trust that she will say they can come over. And we have many, everyone I've worked with, Stu, Sarah, it's not that she doesn't like people or doesn't trust individuals. She just no longer trusts people. And it's the worst thing that has happened to my wife because of what I do. It's the worst thing. And I try to say to her, honey, you got to separate. And we've just been burned too many times, and she just doesn't want it around the family and in the house. So if you are working exposing something as dynamic as this Hunter Biden story, this is the most, if the press knows it, or they would allow it to they would follow up on it. They would at least ask Biden, is that his laptop? Are these real? They won't even ask it. They know how damaging this is if they even recognize it. A good friend of mine who was there at one of my Jason Bourne moments, and actually was, one of the guys that I've always thought was the sanest, calmest man I've ever met, encouraged me to do some things to take precautions. And I went, are you kidding me? And this is a guy who had been around Washington and been around the media a lot and was not a paranoid guy at all. I was shocked when he said this to me. And he said, after he suggested what he did, he said, do you think the movies are all fiction? This stuff is real. It happens. What do you think Watergate was all about? We are so quick to accept things like aliens are flying around our world right now. We're so quick to 13% of the American public now believe that we didn't go to the moon. That's insanity. And yet when we know politics and billions of dollars are at stake, we refuse to believe that there might be somebody that is monitoring. He text messaged someone in his office. He text messaged, hello? That's on the servers. That's open from somebody inside the building or outside the building. How many people would you trust with documents standing there at the Xerox machine, copying them? Honestly, if it were me and I didn't trust the people that I work with, thank God I do, but I didn't know who would see it or where they would be in the building, I would honestly say, take this envelope and just put it into another envelope and send it to me. We're entering a different world, and you're not going to recognize this world. Our FBI is compromised. Our government is compromised. And until somebody cleans it up, it's going to remain so. And they're going to call you a conspiracy theorist and everything else. Well, they're out in the open saying the kinds of things that they will do. They're out in the open. We're dealing with people now that will do whatever it takes. Pray for people like Tucker Carlson.